Welcome back. Hutta awaits. I gain level 30 by doing some space missions. Or redoing some space missions. Anyway.
Signal received. Transmission secure. Alright, Cypher. Looks like this is the real thing. Ready to invade the Eagle's Nest? Signal received. Transmission secure. Alright, Cypher. Looks like this is the real thing. Ready to invade the Eagle's Nest?
You'd better believe it.
The Eagle and his men are holed up in an old refinery beneath the river. Sending coordinates now. You'll lead the forward assault, but military reinforcements will surround the base and follow you in. Primary objective is to capture or eliminate the Eagle himself.
Acknowledged and understood.
Your secondary objective is the Eradicators. The terrorists have begun launching their biomechanical weapons over Imperial worlds. Once the devices are ready, the terrorists can fire on cities and military bases from orbit.
Why haven't the devices been activated already?
It could be the Eradicators aren't fully mature. It could be their activation is more complicated than expected. When you're in that base, don't let anyone escape. Don't let the Eagle murder again. Watcher 2 out.
Wouldn't the Imperial fleet be able to destroy those Eradicators? I mean, if they can track their positions, then what's the issue? Alright, anyway. The Eagle must die, I guess. Lovely Hutta. Lovely fucking Hutta. I earned a good amount of experience during those space missions several times. Great, what a load of traipsing around. Yeah, well, part of the job, right? I think Fafra at this point would be thrown out of planet. Yeah, regardless. Evoke Insurgent. Great stuff. Nah, they won't throw me off. They can't even hit me very well. This is it. Right through this door. Alright, let's go kill the eagle.
Increasing combat pheromones.
I don't have to deal with the fact that I'm under-leveled, since they're level 12. Well, it is clear that I need another bar to make up for this, but anyway, I'll deal with that a bit later. For now, let's deal with the eagle. "20 terrorists to kill." Fine.
Take it slowly.
Okay, moving on. You know, it's kind of ridiculous to be a melee character as someone who uses a blaster. Just saying. You're as an operative, you're using your knife to kill them.
Sir, we're cut off. Thurston and Gerald tried to get out, but the Imperials are all over the swamps.
They would be. Damnation. I promised Gerald she'd die with the detonator in one hand and a glass of brandy in the other. Seems she's made a liar of me.
I'm sorry, sir.
Don't be. You were everything I could have hoped for. Now carve us a path out. I'll follow soon. All right, I see you. The least I could do was send the boy off with hope. But have you seen the strength of the revolution? Cells on Nar Shaddaa, Tholet and Molvar, Alderaan, Balmorra. It's an inspiration, no matter how it ends.
Your inspiration is terrorism. Plain and simple.
Nothing is plain or simple about terrorism, about rebellion, or about covert intelligence. That's your field, I presume. You don't look military. Tell me something. How much of my story has the Empire uncovered? What have your methods found?
We found out all about your little orbital weapons. Your eradicators.
Look behind me. That is an eradicator. Technology developed on Droman Cass and Balmora. They can be grown anywhere. 6 dozen are already in place. They'll wait to receive orders, at first, but eventually without commands, they'll run rampant, fire blindly at cities from orbit.
Why would they do that?
Consider it a safeguard. Uncontrolled, the eradicators won't hit our targets, but chaos and death still send a message. Now we're done. May whoever survives see a glorious future for the Empire.
All right. So, Eagle, that's the best you could throw at us?
Oh, damnation. Even surrounded, even seeing you, I didn't think it would happen like this. But as I said, it makes no difference. The eradicators will run rampant, the Empire will burn, and you have been betrayed.
What?
Who's betrayed me?
My patron, the one who showed me how to unite the cells, proposed the eradicators, is one of your own people. A traitor in your empire has been helping us all along. Your civilization is so corrupt that it's destroying itself.
Give me a name.
If I had one, I might. But I never learned the truth. Goodbye now. Watch me burn.
He has a detonator. Get back.
Area is clear. Sir, are you all right?
Yeah.
Cypher 9, it's Watcher 3. Are you hurt? That was a nasty explosion.
A little singed, but better than the Eagle.
That really was him? Fantastic. Keeper sent me to assist with information retrieval, slicing the Eagle's computers. I'll also check out that device there. I think it's an eradicator.
Move fast. The eradicators may still be a threat.
Yes, sir.
Who do we trust then? Keeper?
Cypher, I've got some preliminary findings. It's not good news. I overheard what the Eagle said. Looks like he was telling the truth. If no one gives the eradicators new orders, they'll go mad. Fire randomly.
Who thought that was a good failsafe?
It's part of their organic nature. Not really a choice, I don't think. Here's the good part. I figured out their control mechanism. Transmit the proper codes, and you can set the device's targets, disable them, anything. The Eagle stored half the control codes on his computers. Someone else must have the second half.
The Eagle mentioned a patron.
Yes, sir. The one inside the Empire. I'm not sure what that means. You should head to Drummond Cass. I don't think there's anything more you can do here, and Keeper wants you back at headquarters.
Seriously though, what? Alright. I should have put the bullet myself in Eagle's head, but he was telling interesting things. Things I needed to know. There we go, the Roman cast. Let's go. That will get me faster than just using my ship. Also cheaper, probably. Alright, well, I am not doing the Black Tunnel again. Already did it, no point. Though it's the only one you can do solo, I believe. Well, you can try the other one solo, you can actually complete them. Honestly, I like to do them solo for the sake of... Can't use it here. Alright, we get out of here. To Drummond Cass. Well, we are on the planet. That's not the problem. Anyway. Simon Templeman voicing the Eagle, though. That was awesome. He's a really good voice actor. Well, Legacy of Kain proved that. I mean, seriously, if there's a game I would love to play, it's the Legacy of Kain series. Like, that's just... like, just to hear the story stuff. Like, I've listened to some of the dialogues. Like, the voice acting in that game is incredible. You know what's amusing, though, is that Raziel in that game voices Alan Parker in Alpha Protocol. And other video games as well, of course, but... It's the one memorable role for me. Alan Parker is a really good character.
Always go for the quick and silent kill.
No, always go for the loud kill. Draw as much attention as possible and then slip in the shadows. If that bitch is here, I'll put a bullet in her fucking skull. Again.
Cypher 9, come inside. This should be a triumphant moment. It's a tremendous achievement bringing down the Eagle. The crisis has only escalated. The Eradicators could begin firing at any moment.
The Eagle's dead. He was my assignment.
Your assignment is whatever I choose. Watcher 2, your report.
The Moths have placed local forces on alert, and a search for the Eradicators is underway. Unfortunately, trends suggest we can only find one device every 5 hours. It'll be weeks before we destroy them all.
Disappointing, but not a surprise. Damage projections?
Estimates are 10 to 50 million deaths on each planet targeted. 40% military, 60% civilian.
Not bad odds for survival, all things considered.
Better than the odds of a Cypher reaching retirement age.
Enough. Snipe at each other on your own time.
Sorry, sir. In order to deactivate the Eradicators en masse, we need the control codes. Half the codes were on the Eagle's computers. We can only surmise that the other half are with the Eagle's patron.
Yes, the patron. A man whom the Eagle claims is inside the Empire.
Any idea who it could be?
I have my doubt that this patron is really a highly placed Imperial. It seems unlikely such a person could escape our scrutiny. Nonetheless, we can't ignore the possibility of a traitor. That's why we're meeting privately. Only the people in this room know the full situation.
You sent Watcher 3 to Hutta. He knows too.
An oversight. Watcher 3 has been instructed not to speak to anyone. Finish the report, Watcher 2.
The Eagle had been sending periodic transmissions to someone in the Artus system. Artus is uninhabited, devoid of resources and off the major hyperlanes. Our patron could certainly hide there.
I want you to lead a mission to Artus. You're to find the Eagle's patron and obtain his half of the control codes. Watcher 2 will rendezvous with you there. She knows more about the Eradicators than anyone.
Are you all right with this?
I'll do what's necessary.
Your ships will be outfitted with cloaking devices. They'll only last one jump, but they'll get you into Artus unnoticed. After that, infiltrate whatever base the Patron is using. Recover the Eradicator control codes and stop the threat. Watcher 2, you're dismissed.
If you want to talk before the mission, I'll be at my station.
There is one more thing. Darth Zorid heard you were returning to Drummond Cass. She wants to speak to you.
I'm sorry about before, when she tortured you.
You aren't to blame. Zorid is unpredictable. I've done my best to shield intelligence from our new lord. You've been the unfortunate exception. Do what it takes to survive Zorid's attentions a little longer. Beyond that, the Dark Council won't let this continue forever.
We can't wait for the Dark Council. Someone needs to act.
Enough. Some things are too dangerous to think, let alone say, even in private. When you're through, head to the Artus system. This is our only chance, Cypher. Fail, and we all pay a grievous cost.
An unacceptable cost. Anyway, Watcher 2.
Cypher, I'm glad you stopped by. I've been going over the mission parameters, studying the Eradicator control codes, scans of the Artus system. We're facing a mystery, and I hate mysteries.
You may hate mysteries, but you're pretty good at solving them.
I am. I don't mind having that recognized, call it vanity, but I like knowing my creation served a purpose. What about you? What's been going through your head since this countdown to Eradication Day started?
All I can think is that someone's betraying us.
Don't. Keeper knows the players involved, and Lodenth and I can run the psychological profiles. If someone's disloyal, we'll find out.
At least there are some people we can trust.
It's worth remembering. You've been a good partner, you know. A struggle sometimes, but you know what you're doing. I admire that.
That's nice to hear you say.
In any case, you should get ready. The Eradicators won't wait for either of us.
No time for chat, then.
Even less than usual. Once you take off for the Artus system, I'll be on your tail. We'll meet out there.
I shall see you, Watcher 2. I shall see you there. I wonder if there's a romance option with her. Honestly, she's the only one that probably is worth romancing of all the characters. I mean, what, are we gonna romance a droid? I'm not sure if that's possible. I'm not talking about the valet, there's another droid that will join your crew. I certainly am not interested in the guy who's controlled by bugs or the crazy woman who likes violence. Yeah, no. That's like romancing Jack from Mass Effect. It's like, you gotta be tripping insane to do that. So anyway, let's see what the bitch wants to hear. Or what she wants to say. Or both. I could put the bullet in her skull. But then again, the Dark Council, Keeper has a point, the Dark Council would not be tolerating this for much longer anyway. She's full of crap. But I'll be glad to put a bullet in her skull myself. I did say this earlier in the playthrough, there is an option to take her down yourself. If you make a specific choice. I will make that choice. It's interesting. Not particularly, not fully comfortable with it, but then again, this is the Empire we're talking about, and there's nothing that will ever be you'll ever be fully comfortable with. Darth Zorid, what the fuck do you want?
Physical trauma includes electrical burns, lacerations, and retinal damage. Transfer to a Colto tank for long-term recovery is strongly recommended.
You suggest a Dark Council member hide in a vat? For healing?
I am programmed to dispense medical advice based on all relevant factors.
Get out! Have yourself disassembled, made into a probe and sent to the most desolate place in the Empire. Look, Agent, they hurt me, and then they laughed. How could they?
Maybe someone felt you needed humbling.
I'm a Dark Lord of the Sith. I'm not meant to be humble. I'm meant to humble the world. After Viorianal broke, I called the Council to assembly. I demanded the Lords give me the respect I was due. Some were angry, mocked me. They tormented me and warned me not to overstep my bounds again.
The Dark Council did this.
They called me an arrogant child, unworthy of my position. It's all Jadis' fault. He was my master, but he never taught me what I needed to know. Now he's dead, and I'm not ready for his council seat.
If you're not fit for the responsibility, you should abdicate.
All my enemies would strike at me then, and all Jadis's too. I know what's happening in Imperial intelligence. I know you're going on a mission, and that the Eagle wasn't the man you thought. Swear that you'll find whoever really killed my father. Swear that the man responsible will pay for forcing me into this wretched life.
My priority is deactivating the Eradicators, not revenge.
You would deny me this. I am still Sith. If Darth Jadis hadn't been murdered, I would never have taken this place on the Council. I would never have been humiliated. His killers are to blame. Swear you'll make them hurt.
You're pathetic, Jorid.
Get out! Get out of my sight, now! Crawl out of here, before I decide you're worth burning!
Bitch, I will put a bullet or 10 in your skull for that. I will laugh while it happens. Mark my words, there will be vengeance. There will be hell to pay for this. No one uses force lightning on me. But then again, I admit, I was playing with literal fire in that case. She's not worth my attention though. She's only worth my mockery. Am I supposed to be sympathetic to someone who wastes people like the way she did at the beginning of the game? Well, the beginning of when we met her. No, I'm not sympathetic. Fuck her. She deserves everything she's getting. And Dark Council is perfectly right on what they did to her. I'm gonna walk away without the need of a Kolto tank. They really hurt her though, if she needs Kolto. Or she's not as powerful as she thinks she is. Regardless, we have a mission. Costin Sanyot.